All right, well, welcome back to SK Hobbies AZ, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Axial bomber and what we had inside. So this was the Servo. It was one of those hex fly 25 kg servos, and then we had this Titan Traxxas 12T motor, and then the ESC, which was garbage and we already got rid of. We are going to be replacing that servo with the Power Hobby 729 MBL, and the ESC is going to be, of course, a Hobby Wing 1080 ESC that I already had. So if we look at it, I thought we had some pretty good parts already in it. The axle. These, I'm thinking they're probably Vanquish front steering links. They're not dinged up at all or scratched, so they may be titanium, but I'll get you guys more update on that once I did. This is actually, I believe, a Vanquished Servo Mount. I found it on their website. It looks just like it, so I think that we got a good servo mount right there. The links, I think they're just not these guys, but the links that were up front were these. It looks like they replaced the lowers with some aluminum lowers. The uppers haven't been replaced. Other than that, the front axle looks like it's pretty much stock. The rear axle, it's not a Vanquished rear axle. It is an all aluminum, it looks like, maybe mild steel. But I found, using Google Images with this, I found a link on eBay to one that looks just like it, and I will put it up on the screen right here. It looks like it is made in the USA. It's just an aftermarket, all, metal axle. These trailing arms, I am not quite sure where they came from, but if anybody recognizes them, you guys can let me know in the comments where you think they're from. But we got that. Now the upper link mount on this looks pretty solid. It's a lot heavier than the axle. Let me turn this around, but you can see looks like it's been upgraded. It's not the same type of metal that's in it. But if you look here, let's bring this guy over. This is the skid plate and the transmission. No updated gearing in the transmission. But this motor mount, so this guy here, I was thinking it was a Vanquished motor mount, but it's not. I reached out to Harley Designs, Josh, and sent him a picture, and he's like, no, that's not a Vanquished part. So I'm not quite sure who makes it. It is a nice, really hard metal motor mount. So it sets in there really smoothly. But of course I don't have a motor mounted to it because we're not going to be putting that bad boy in. I have a Holmes Hobby motor coming for it, so we'll talk about that here in a future episode once all that parts come in. So that's pretty much it on that. Now I did go through the cage and I've got it all cleaned up and replaced all of the hardware with some aluminum hardware on it. And then if you look at the front, it's got a Fast Eddie's metal link in the front that kind of holds it together. That's really all that I see that was upgraded on the actual chassis itself. So if we look over here at shocks, these are the shocks that came with it. I did a posting on Facebook Marketplace on it to find out if anybody kind of knew where these shocks came from, but a lot of people are telling me they're possibly a Red Cat shock. They had the shorter ones mounted on the front, and the red springed ones were mounted on the rear. We're not going to use those because they're not adjustable, but I have a set of these which I've I purchased a second set for my big rock, and so I have these. We're going to throw these on there for now, which I'll put a you know, kind of a picture up here of where I bought them from. They're not an expensive shock, and I got them through Amazon, so we will we'll update you guys on those. But I'm going to put these on for now, and then eventually we're probably going to upgrade to like some Proline shocks down the road, but we just want to get this up and running for my son. So that's where we're kind of setting at right now on this awesome Axial bomber. Don't forget to like and subscribe and bash that bell. I'm Stitch, SK Hobbies AZ, and I'm out.